everyone! So sorry about the crappy contrast going on here, and also the fact that you can probably see a bit of smoke floating around at the moment. I lit some incense before making this video, which is probably a silly choice, but hopefully it's not too annoying. So today's video is going to be Oddities update number 2. I've gotten a lot of new additions to my collection of oddities, which is basically dead stuff, for me at least. If you don't know what that is and you just like stumbled across this video, I'll show you bones first, I think. Sorry it got a bit dark and it's just easier for me to show you. So first I have this, which is a bone from a bird, and I found it on the beach, so it's probably from some kind of seabird, but it's pretty cool. And along with that I found this on a different day, so it's probably from a different bird, but I also have the pelvis bone from a rather large bird, which I would also believe to be from a seabird. It's a bit broken, but I really like it a lot. Next, I will show you a bit of sheep vertebrae that I decorated because I've been getting into bone art a lot, and I've actually started selling a lot of it too. This one is not going to be for sale though because I really like it, and also I kind of messed up a bit, but I'll just show you. So this is it. Hopefully here you can see it's like a little graveyard. And there's little stars because it's night, and then the trees and everything, there's roots as well. Yeah. And then more graveyard. But the reason I'm not selling it is because this was originally drawn in black ink, but then when I glazed it, the glaze made the colour run, sort of, and it like made it turn blue, which I'm not very happy about, but you know. But yeah, there it is. Sorry, I thought you might appreciate me showing you closer. I've also been making some bone crosses. This is also going to be for my sister's shop, but it's not in yet because I still need to make a string thing on the back so it can be hung up on the wall. But yeah, here it is. Hopefully you can see that. So I guess I'll just go through what bones these are. This is from a really big bird, from its leg, this one. This, I'm not sure what this is from. It could be from a sheep, but I don't know. Then I have rabbit ribs here. These dangly things are bird vertebrae. And then this and that are sheep teeth. That is rabbit vertebrae, or maybe a hair, I'm not entirely sure. And then I just have some crystals here, but I can't remember what type they are. Maybe smoky quartz? I don't know. But yeah, hopefully you can kind of see that. So I'm going to be making more of these when I get some more bones. My oddities shelf thing has been looking actually a bit bare lately since I've been making more stuff, but it's kind of good because now I have more room for other things. The next decorated piece I'll show you is just a personal one. I'm not selling it or anything. This is a possum skull. I glued it to a rosary and I decorated the actual skull. So this is it. That's like the front. There's the side. Got a little glass ball in its teeth, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that's it. And then there's the rosary bit. This one I've had for a while, but I just had to clean it because it was really fleshy when I found it, and it was just the head lying in a field with no body, so it was dismembered. But this is a cockatoo skull, I believe. I don't think it's a galah, I'm pretty sure it's a cockatoo, if you can see that. And he is really cool. I wanted a cockatoo skull for a really long time, so I was really excited when I found this. He also came with his neck, but you kind of get the idea just by seeing the skull, and it's not articulated yet. It's just in little pieces, so it's probably not that interesting. Next, I'll show you the skull that I got. This skull was given to me by my sister, who got it from her work friend who lives on a farm. She gave it to me and then I cleaned it and decorated it. And this is also a personal piece. This isn't for sale because it was a gift. But this is a young ram skull. His name is Viking because of his little horns. If you can see, I have an amethyst crystal there replacing one of the horns that had broken off. I tried to make homemade rune stones with these wishing stones, but when I glued them on there, the writing that I put on them, it like blurred and went all crazy, so it's not really runestones anymore, but oh well. Then his eye has like a key and some chain, which I think is pretty cool. There's the bottom of him, he has all the teeth. And then here I have a Norwegian coin with the Viking boat on it. I don't know what the proper name for that is. This next piece is really exciting. It is a possum skeleton. If you remember in my last update, I showed you a possum skeleton that I found and it was still in its container a few weeks ago. Cleaned it and re-articulated it, so it's my third try ever at articulating full skeleton. So it's still a bit awkward and not as good as it could be, but I've definitely improved. This is my possum. As you can see, his stance sitting is really slouched, like with his pelvis bone there and his legs are all, I don't know, yeah, but I still really like him. He's got a rune stone there and a mushroom, and he's mounted on a scapular, if you can see, and also like a random bird bone there, just sort of balanced. There's his head. He has a rainbow of crystals there to represent one's chakras. Then he has a little potion bottle there. He has a necklace with keys. He also is sitting on a ram horn. That's him. I think he's pretty cute. Oh, also, real quick, he's missing his feet and his tail. But apart from that, he's really cool. So the next thing I'll show you, you can probably already see in the background there, I got a kangaroo hide from my sister, which is super, super awesome. I traded her 2 of my bone crosses for it and $20, and I think it was like so worth it. I'm actually going to show it to you on the wall on my other camera because it's really awkward to take down and put back up, and it's like huge. So I will attach the clip here. So this is the kangaroo hide I was talking about. It's really big, and I know it looks really dodgy, but yeah, as you can see, it is hung up there with pegs and a coat hanger, and I really need to fix that, but I'm just not sure how to yet, so please ignore that mega dodginess. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and like, it's so big. I think it's really lovely, and it's like patting a teddy bear. It is so nice. So that's him. Next, I will show you a couple of insects that I found. I actually find insects all the time, but I'm only going to show you a few of the more exciting ones because I don't think people are that interested in my insects, so I'll just show you a couple of my new exciting ones. First, I have a butterfly, which I found. This is a really strange bee. I wouldn't usually show you my bees, but this one is so weird. If you look, I'm just going to adjust the camera here. His stripes are really, really bright yellow. They're almost white, and when you shine him in the light, his stripes go a greeny blue colour. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's even a bee. I don't know. Yeah, but he is definitely cool. Even his fluff changes colour, but it's kind of hard to see, but he's cute. Last insect, this one I didn't find. This comes with a magazine that's recently come out in Australia. I just need to drink more tea. This has been released in other countries before it was in Australia, and I'd heard about it a lot on the internet, but I didn't have access to it obviously, so I couldn't get it. But now it's out here, so this is a resin encased scorpion. I know it's a bit boring, everyone has a scorpion, but he's still cool. More, what's it called, additions or whatever to the magazine has come out recently, but it's a long story, but basically I don't have them yet, but I will, so I will show you them in the next update. But anyway, so this is my scorpion. One of the next pieces is a giant scorpion, so I'm really looking forward to that. Next thing I'll show you is just something that I found at the beach. I find a lot of things on the beach quite often, but I think showing you would be a bit repetitive, and not that many people are really interested in more beachy things because, I don't know, I do have more interesting stuff than that, so I'm just going to show you one of the cool things that I found. I actually have a few different ones of these, but this one's especially big and awesome, so I thought I'd show you anyway. It's also in a jar because it smells. But this is just a giant crab claw, if you can see. Yeah, pretty basic, but it's big and awesome. The last few things I'll show you is my new wet specimens. I've been finding a lot recently, which is really awesome because wet specimens are just my favourite. First, I'll show you this. This is a starfish that I found on the beach a few weeks ago. It's a bit awkward to show you because he's like kind of clumped in there. His name is Patrick, and he was a pinky orange colour, but as you can see that's now in the alcohol rather than in the starfish, but I still think he's really awesome. So that's Patrick. Next I will show you, this is a baby magpie that I found near the beach. I'm thinking it fell from up high and it can't fly properly yet, so it just fell and died, which is really sad. His neck is very, very broken. Also, before I show you, I'm just gonna warn you, it has maggots, and I didn't realise. I should have, but I didn't. So when I preserved him, not long after, these maggots started like coming out of his mouth and nose, and it just looks awful, and I realised that, and I'm sorry, and I am going to fix it soon because I need to change his alcohol anyway, as it's already gone kind of yellowy. So please excuse that and try to ignore it. I know it looks awful, but like, yeah. Anyway, his name is Irilium. I know it's like a really weird name, I just kind of made it up. But yeah, here he is. Hopefully that shine isn't too annoying. There's his feet, which are pretty cool. His wings, he's really big for a baby. His back and his wing, I think, and there's like, that white bit is his neck, and then that's his head and his beak. And you can see those naughty little maggots in there. Oh, they're so annoying. Like every time I look at it, I just hate those little maggots. Sorry it's a bit hard to show you, like the glare is just so annoying. These two wet specimens are also birds. They are both the same breed of bird, but they're kind of different variations of it, which is why I decided to preserve both rather than preserving one and keeping the bones of the other. The first one I'll show you is the first one that I found. She was hit by a car and she's a bit squashed, but she's still pretty, I think. It's a wattle bird and her name is Lurid. Here she is. There's her head. I think her eye is missing. She has one eye on the other side, I think, but I can't really remember. And there's her little foot, there's her wing, her yellow belly, tail, just like there. So she is the darker wattle bird. She's more of like a dark grey or a blacky colour, and yeah, you can see like where some guts came out, but just shh, pretend you didn't see it. This last one is called Edvard. You've probably already seen him. I made a video of me preserving him, I don't know, 2 weeks ago I think. He's definitely really beautiful, and I think he's one of the birds I have that's in like the best shape. And he was also hit by a car, so yeah, there he is. As you can see, he's much lighter than Lurid. There's his head there. If you see that little pink bit of flesh, that's not like an injury or anything, that's just part of the breed of wattle birds. They have these little weird flaps of skin on their faces, I don't know. But anyway, that's his pretty yellow belly and his beautiful little feet and his wings. I just think he's gorgeous. There's also sticky stuff there I need to clean off, please ignore that. Tail feathers and everything. The wing, and then there's back to his head. So yeah, I think he's just so precious. I think that's it. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed all of my lovely new additions, because I definitely do. And I'm sorry if this video was a bit long. I tried to condense it as much as I could, but I don't know. Bye!